10 minutes. If you don't know my particular story, I was a member of the armed forces and still am until I'm released, which will probably not be that much longer. I served in the regular army basically from 1990 to 1994 and 94 on to 2019. Gave me a total of 28 years of service. I transitioned to the reserve force in 2019. So that enabled me to pursue a civilian career with the RCMP. I was a facility manager in Chilliwack, British Columbia. So I was, in two respects, a member, an employee of the federal government. We had the announcement of mandates back in August of last year. I disagree wholeheartedly with that approach to somebody telling me how to be healthy. Okay?
Amen.
When I objected to that, come November, I was placed on leave without pay from my job with the RCMP. It's one of the best jobs, most satisfying lines of employment I ever had. In addition to that, not long after I was informed I would be released from the armed forces under what's called an Item 5F. So for those of you who don't know, that is a failure, an inability or an unwillingness to change a type of behavior. And my behavior was not following the Chief of Defense Staff directives on vaccination. So those two things happening to me hit me pretty hard psychologically. It was a real challenge to find a reason to get out of bed in the morning. I got a job as a tow truck driver to supplement my income. I do get a pension from the armed forces. As a tow truck driver, I came to the realization of how hard the Canadian public works. If we didn't have truck drivers delivering goods to our stores, if we didn't have the people in the stores putting those goods on the shelves, if we didn't have people towing the trucks, if we didn't have people maintaining the power lines, putting up telephone lines and maintaining them, where would we be without the working people of this country? We would be nowhere. So something happened. In January, we had a group of people went and talked to our government to voice their concerns, and they were ignored and they were insulted, and it didn't sit well with me. But just the fact that they did something to try to address this situation inspired me to look at myself and ask myself what I could do. And what could I do as somebody who had spent a lifetime in the armed forces? Well, I can march, okay? I had the idea to go to Ottawa, but since I can't get on an airplane, I needed to figure out another mode of transportation. So I did. So what are we doing here now? What am I doing here now? I'm 1,000 kilometers plus into this journey. I left Vancouver, British Columbia, outside BC Place at Terry Fox Memorial on February the 20th. And we've been marching ever since with a day off here and there. So I'm just going to introduce the rest of the team who came forward to help me on the early on and line up. Everybody. So there's one missing. I'll talk about her in 1 second. You know the drill.
Jeremy, Tyler,
Logan,
Gavin, Tim, Dallas, Christian.
So with their help and with all of your help, with your donations, with your encouragement, with your generosity, this has got us to where we are right here, right now. We just crossed over the Rocky Mountains on foot. Okay? Because we're going somewhere. We're going to Ottawa. What am I going to do when I get there? There's a plan, okay? This is a demonstration of what you can do when you put your mind to it. You go and you do something. So what we're doing is we are in a slow roll on foot, getting the support of folks like yourselves and showing them what you can do if you get organized.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So we're going to go to Ottawa and we're going to demand a conversation in a way that that conversation wasn't entertained earlier this year. Because between now and the end of June, I put a letter up, CanadaMarches.ca. There's a letter up there right now. It's addressed to the members of parliament of this country. And what I think has happened is that they've forgotten who they work for. And they need to be reminded of who they work for. And you're going to do that. Because that's a letter I'm printing off, I'm signing individually. Can anybody here tell me how many members of parliament we have? Very good. 338 members of parliament. How many senators? Say again? Good. How many branches of government are there?
Too many.
Okay, there's the Senate, there's the House of Commons, and there's the Supreme Court. Why do you need to know this?
Because it's our country.
Because there's something broken and we gotta fix it. Right? If you don't know what it works, if you don't know how it works, then you won't know how to fix it. So figure it out. So last but not least, part of the team, Esther, born and raised in Saskatchewan. Moved down to Texas. Drove back here from Texas to be a part of the thing that we're doing here. So I'm writing a letter, I'm addressing it to every single member of parliament, every one of them. And I'm going to ask for that. Sorry, I'm going to demand that conversation. And you ask them, you tell them to have that conversation. It's not just going to be me, they're going to be talking to all of you. And I'm going to link up with folks like Lana, and we're going to get the experts there with me to talk about the things that they were censored and silenced for, because that needs to be brought up. We need to address the damage that's been done and how we're going to fix it. Because going forward, I'm not here to talk about how we got here. I'm here to talk about how we're going to fix it. Okay? So that conversation that we're going to have with those members of parliament at the beginning, we get their attention, we remind them who they work for. And then we start something. Okay, we fix it. There's something wrong, we know it's wrong, we're gonna fix it.
Amen.
Okay. I got another 3,200 kilometers to go or so. And we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep this getting bigger. I'm going to Calgary tomorrow. Going to say a couple more words, expand on what I talked about here. But at the end of the day, what I came to realize that I'm a soldier and I work for you. That is my honor. Clay, do you want to say something?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clay Farnsworth and I'm from Police on Guard. Many of you probably have never heard of Police on Guard, but we're 15, 16 months into this freedom fight, and it's the first time in Canadian history where a group of active and retired policemen are actually taking the government to court. So Police on Guard was formed in December of 2020. We have hundreds of members across Canada that have joined us, And we're not just the police. We're Canadian Border Services, we're corrections officers, we're firefighters, we're anybody involved in law enforcement, and above all, our brothers from the military. Our brothers and sisters are part of our group as well. I know James and Logan. I've met Logan a long time ago at Freedom Rallies in Calgary, and I've just got the honor to meet James today. They are both members of Police on Guard. And I don't know if we've got anybody else here yet, because some of us kind of stay under the radar a bit. So a little bit about us is that, like I said, we're fighting the government. We're also spearheading the federal employees' mandates with another court challenge. Our lawyer is Rocco Galati from the Constitutional Rights Center, the #1 constitutional lawyer in Canada. We also spearhead mama bears. If there's any mums and dads out here that are concerned about the choices for their kids, see Carrie. Carrie's here representing mama bears from Calgary. So that's another one of our initiatives as well. I have some business cards here if anybody wants to be able to follow us on social media, but we're also huge supporters of James. And, oh, I left it there on the table. Thanks, Marty. Okay, thank you. Oops. So James, we felt your motorhome was a little bit on the naked side. So we brought you a banner, Police on Guard banner. So I hope that you would probably fly that across Canada for us. And we also have a check for you for $2,500 and hope that this will help you with your endeavors across Canada. James, from one brother to another, I'll stand with you any day. Thank you.
James, I don't think you're all that slow. You're tough to keep up with. Well, you can pass that on to anybody who hasn't had marched before. We're doing the business. That's what marching is. That's what we're doing 8 to 10 hours a day. So anybody who thinks that we're just doing a Sunday walk in the park, you can educate them on how it's different. So that's all I got, folks. Let's get something to eat.
Welcome, James Topp, and crew. The cake looks really yummy.
I know how to clear a room.
Hi, Wish.
Oh, hi.
I guess I'll say it later.
Can we talk this one out in the live stream?
Hold your horse. Sorry, I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna break the speaker. Okay, I wasn't gonna say a lot. I just wanted to say thank you to James and Canada March's team for coming, and I am so proud to have you guys here and join us in our event. And also, I just think it's wonderful that you're not just taking steps across our beautiful country. You're taking steps for our country and for the citizens, and we love you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shell. Hayden.
Doors open. We're not hard to find.
Eating bouncy castles here. What be on camera? That's hilarious. It reminds me of Ottawa. Well, they had like 3 of them at any given time. Look at guys, bouncy castles. Illegal or not? I don't know. You be the judge. Let's go find Bella. Where is she, in the motorhome?
There he is, right there in the window. Yeah.
Freedom fighter. Hi. There's gonna be a barn dance later, folks. That was a really good speech. Really enjoyed that. Well, how was that? That was good. Marching with James for 2 days now. Done about 10 kilometers yesterday. And then today I probably did what, like 10 maybe? Maybe 8? How many kilometers do you think we did today? I was in and out of vehicles all day and running up hills and...
Yeah, it's hard because you're bouncing around, but...
And then Buddy had a bike and he let me ride his pedal bike. I rode it down this hill coming into Monarch. And I got off at the bottom, got the drone up, got these cool drone shots of him. And then I rode the pedal bike up the hill, got to the top, did a bunch of photography. So I've been balancing photography with videography. I'm filming a vlog and a documentary, or a interview at the same time. So, and trying to live stream. So it's a lot for someone who isn't getting paid for this. Go ahead. Oh, sweetheart. Everyone meet Bella. This is my pupper that I abandoned for 2 months. Baby. Yeah, baby. Come on.
Hello. Is her collar on?
No. I gotta go get my backpack. And you grabbed it?
She brought it because she had...
Oh no, I left it in there. I took it already. Oh, look who we have over here. This is the official photographer for James Topp and crew. This guy fucks. Hey, do the machine gun.
What, literally? Oh, that's
No, like, yeah, okay. You gotta hold it like a gun.
Oh.
Like at your side. Like hip fire. Hip shot.
Oh, yeah, I'm really good at that too. Just let it buffer for a sec. Give it a second. Just go buffer.
Can you watch a buffer on the screen?
Yeah, so when I half press, it'll show you R, 0, 10. I think it goes up to like 14.
My 800 shows that too, but I've never... What's your name, brother?
Logan Murphy.
Logan Murphy, and would you say you are the official photographer for James Topp and
man,
crew?
there's nobody else running around running 20 or 15 to 35K a day to take photos. There's nobody else, and I've been around, so I haven't seen them.
If you, yeah, if you guys go on Freedom Marches, Canada Marches,
Facebook,
and Facebook, right?
There's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Telegram, there's the official site itself,
where you'll see
CanadaMarches.ca.
all of his photography. And this guy's been running up mountains and like filming behind logs and trees and under a cow at one point.
Yeah, I got a sip while I was there.
That's gross. Imagine that, eh? One shot while you're underneath, just on the teat. You betcha. Get some milk and photography done at the same time.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said in another interview with you, there's nowhere else, in my opinion, more important than this right now. I think people might be a little too connected to the whole immediate return on what they want, like a like, you know, or putting a picture out, you got 10 likes. This is gonna take a couple months.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while
to really roll in. But I think the last 500 kilometers is gonna be as big, or if not bigger, than the Freedom Convoy in January, February. And in order for that to happen, there's gotta be somebody doing the media recording to get the ball rolling and get the word out. And because I'm a good photographer, I mean, I'm not alien to what I'm looking at when I'm looking at my fantastic photos, you know, so I gotta put it to use for this guy and this mission, because you know, we're all going in the same direction.
And you put everything in your life on hold, or whatever you had before this, to be a part of not just this right now and what you're committed to here, but committed to the whole movement. Like you were across Canada through this whole thing, weren't you?
In a sense, I mean, I was in Ontario. I started doing the Freedom Rallies August of 2020, doing photos.
So you're going into 2 years this summer.
Yeah.
And you've been going hard.
I've been, I mean, you said, did I stop my life? I mean, I think this turned into my life, because I'm not oblivious to what's happening here. I mean, once you get business owners to not show up to their job and not turn their key, and then when they're told they're allowed to, they go do it, but then they are told to oppress their own staff, oppress themselves. The amount of oxygen lost in the last 2 years is incalculable, and that's enough evidence that there's a problem. And So all I do is freedom. That's it. That's all I do. I think there's a sinking ship, and anything hooked on, the sinking crappie attached to the COVID ship, you're going down with it. So I don't invest anything in the old world, I guess you could say.
So, ex-vet turned photographer freedom fighter.
So I'm not a veteran. Some people get hung up on the word, but I like to just say former military. It keeps people a little chiller.
What does veteran mean?
Veteran means you've gone overseas and you've been helping an operation. Maybe not even overseas. I don't know. I think if you've just done enough time and done enough, you could call yourself a vet without going overseas. I don't know, but there's a lot of people who get sticky about the word. I always refer to myself as former military. That's all.
Kimberly Jane just said the working class are the smartest people ever. What's your opinion on that?
I agree, and especially farmers and the people who have a tough job because you have to be ingenious. I mean, the military unit that I was in, their nickname was the Plow Jockeys because they're in and from a very rural part of Ontario with farms and stuff. And when they went to World War II and in the World Wars, they kicked ass because they're farmers and they're used to just slinging hay. And if the fence doesn't work, you'd make it work. Or I'm not much of a farmer, so I can't really draw from a lot of experience, but you just make it work and they work
Don't mind
hard.
me some canola.
Yeah. They make it work and they work hard. And I mean, the pressure to perform at this point is so high because of how much, what kind of precipice we're at. I mean, there's so much happening. I think there's like not just 10, but a whole slew of things happening. Like James Topp is one, the Freedom Convoy starting and going away is another, the bikers are coming, all the pain, the suffering, it's all gonna come into like this one.
These are all battles.
Explosive moment. That's right.
These are all battles coming into do you think maybe a civil war? You think that's possible?
I think if it was gonna go hot or violent, I think it would only be like a week or maybe 3 weeks or something, and then I think people would chill out because, like Artur Pawlowski brings up, in Poland, 36 million Poles were being dictated to by about 50,000 people. How many people are in Canada? Once the 50,000 or maybe 200,000 that are secretly, we realize that they're over there and we're over here and we're the normal. We're the Canadians who actually have the Canadian spirit and they're just there to take and steal from us. It's not going to take long for that word to spread, I think, when people's eyes are really, really open.
What do you think of Arthur's 50-day sentence?
Well, I think
that he just got out of.
It's a little more evidence in the hat.
Sorry, 51 days.
That's correct.
That's right, 51 days.
It's a little more evidence in the hat that this country is not what you thought it was. I mean,
no kidding.
Some people think that he's too much and he's too eccentric and then he just says the word pastor just to as some sort of political shield or something. That's a lie. When he went into jail, he did he was aiming for a 21-day fast, and I do believe he stopped at 14 days, fast from the Bible. He converted a few people in prison. Now he wants to do church ministry. Just think, he went into prison and he's already talking about going back there, but not in the chains to preach to people. If you call this guy not a pastor, there's another piece of evidence that you don't know what's going on. And I mean, it's just more evidence. There's like a big pat and all the pain and suffering's going in the hat, and that 10-gallon hat is gonna overflow at some point, and that's that crossroads moment where people who I know who think they just wear their mask and get their jobs and they don't see anything wrong, and they think, the people here are just gonna lose their enthusiasm to bring awareness to the problems. It's not going away. It's not going away until the accountability phase is over. And the accountability phase has not even started yet.
Yeah, not even close, eh?
I don't know how close it is because things can turn around on a dime. Very fast. Things can turn in 2 days, we could totally reverse this position. And I think something like that is gonna happen. It's gonna be like all these things are gonna come to a head, and then most of the people who don't get it or are not tuned in to what's really, really going on here, I think they're gonna see, and it's gonna take a little while for us to fill them in on what was happening while they were just driving down the road or giving people the finger who are flying flags and honking. They're gonna realize they got had by the fake news.
The fake media. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So Trudeau has done two unprecedented things in like 1 month. First, he invoked the Emergencies Act over whatever. It's the first time that specific piece
It was
has
the
ever...
bouncy castles that set him off.
There was that. So that was the first thing he did, unprecedented. The first guy to invoke that over something so minor. Second, he formed this joint government with the NDP. So do you think that, even though we know he doesn't care that people know he's a tyrant, do you think that now he is slightly worried and he's starting to advance and go into some sort of a damage control right now?
So I don't pay attention a lot to politics. I think politics is a smokescreen in and of itself. But, you know, as long as there's a human or a person on the other end of the conversation, now it's not politics because you can have a real conversation. But as far as him advancing an agenda, I mean, an agenda is just a checklist, right? Maybe we are doing things where they have to advance the speed of their agenda, but their joint government, it was on the list. Activating the War Measures Act, it was on the list already. But maybe...
You can't call it that anymore.
What's that?
You can't call it that anymore.
What did I say?
Well, I always do it too, so that's why I'm making
Did
fun
I
out of
say
this.
war
But
measures?
yeah, war measures.
Oh.
It's emergency act, but
Emergency, yeah.
same shit. I mean, yeah, they pulled back a few egregious acts and powers, but...
And here's another medium gangster right here, TJ Kennedy.
Yeehaw! Howdy,
How are
brother.
you? Pleasure to meet you.
My name's Tanner. What's yours?
TJ, pleasure to meet you.
TJ. Nice to meet you,
Oh, you
TJ.
okay?
We're all media. We're all media
Oh,
here.
yeah, where's the best place to park?
Wherever you want.
Yeah,
All right.
wherever.
Yeah. Probably maybe even off to the side there, or maybe down the row here by one of these guys by that blue car or something.
All right.
Yeah.
And,
see you,
I'd
See you,
like
man.
to, I'd like to say I've met, and being former military, you meet the older guys, you know, they're tough as nails. Because my older brother's American and he's American military, I have a little bit of an insight into that world. Warriors, and I will tell you, I'm humbled by the Canadian warriors, and they are warriors. The people in Coutts, the people in Ottawa, the people in Milk River, at the rallies, like anywhere there's freedom or some sort of move towards an activism or a demonstration, they are warriors. They're putting it on the line. They're putting getting canceled on the line, getting ticketed, arrested. Like, that's not a joke. That's not even close to a joke, right? And I've seen old ladies there. I've seen a couple who was like mid-80s literally tell the one Peterborough police trying to arrest people, they're like, all right, arrest us then. Like 85-year-old cop trying to stare down like an 85-year-old couple, threatening them with arrest. And you know what? If he had more cops, maybe he would have done it. So it's not a joke, yeah.
No. All right, so you participated in the January 6th Capitol Hill thing down in the States, or is that correct?
Participate's a strong word. I
As
think,
in
neutral
media.
observer
Okay.
is what I like to say.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. What's up? Come at me. Right?
I love it.
But in that capacity, there's a few things that make it not really participating because, you know, while I do support Trump and everything, I'm Canadian, not on Canadian soil, not in Canadian politics, in another country. I just have a good eye, right? And I had a hunch that it was going to be wild. The thing that got me to go was I'm aware of the Q plan, and if you don't like it or like it, I don't care. I know what I've seen.
And then the other word?
Well, Trump, the original Trump tweet was January 6th, huge protest, be there will be wild. And somebody on a Q board pointed out how Trump had only used the word wild like once or twice in a tweet ever. And I think he's got like 40,000 tweets, making it a mathematical anomaly. And that's like a little message. And right when I saw the tweet and saw the math, I knew I had to go. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought he was just gonna release some election fraud stuff. But then, you know, he was an hour late and everything was a little off kilter. It was a windy, cold day, lots of flags, tons of people. And then there was just seas of people walking over to the Capitol building. And I didn't even like walk around beforehand. I didn't know where what was. I just, oh, well, you know, I've seen Trump speak a bajillion times. So I'm gonna go walk with the crowd and follow the people energy. And before I knew it, I'm just at the front, the footsteps of the Capitol. And there was some scaffolding set up. And I mean, it got a little wild, and then all of a sudden I looked at the scaffolding and it was empty, which means all the people had went up, and I just walked up. There was no trespassing signs, there was no fences, there was no gates, there was no cops telling us we couldn't go. I did it all literally freedom of movement. I didn't have to jump anything. I didn't have to run past a cop or whatever. I even listened to the police when they gave me orders one time. And you saw the picture, the woman was screaming, "Get back!"
When you're up on the top there.
That was the first, anyways. She yelled at me, "Get back," and I listened to her.
So where, like, all these really cool shots, which you took a ton of really, really cool shots, like epic, from the January 6th thing and from all the Canadian protests. So where can people specifically see your page or your work?
I'm just gonna double check my website's up right now.
You guys got to see his photography.
So my brand, January 6th is Epiphany Day in the Christian calendar. And well, I had an epiphany that day. So when I got out, I got the website epiphany.dayphoto.com. And that's my Jan 6 photos. Let's just make sure my website's still up. Yeah, okay, it is. You can still read my story on there. I have some photos up there. I have a little photo essay. You can go and you can buy individual prints at a print shop. It's just white label shipping. So if you like a photo and you want to buy it, you can buy it off that website.
Could you repeat the webpage for me, please?
Yeah.
Dan the man.
epiphany.dayphoto.com. My website is www.loganmurphy.online, and my Telegram page is t.me/noblebard.
All right, Logan, well, thanks for telling your story. And where can people support? Give me one of those. You put that out there, you're going to get it. Where can people support you guys? What can they do?
Canada Marches, so the thing is that we do not have like a robust donation system set up, just because of the way James feels about people having your bank accounts frozen and stuff like that. We've been taking most of our support through like face-to-face help. I mean, if you can come down and help us and you want to do like a cash to hand or something, I mean, we have some thank you cards.
We are doing electronic gift cards through our website, canadamarches.ca.
It's a little glitchy from what I understand, so just,
Cash is best.
Yeah.
Come down and meet us.
Yeah.
Come down, meet these guys and bring them some cash. So a
We're
lot
on
of people have been
Highway
doing
3.
that.
We're on Highway 3, all right?
We're on Highway 3 until Highway 1. Just straight as an arrow.
So you got lots of time to catch up.
CanadaMarches.ca, it'll give you a GPS tracker of where we are, where we're stopping, and where we'll start the next day. So
you joined up in Castlegar.
Just outside, yeah.
Just outside Castlegar, and you joined up in Hope, right?
No, I did not. I joined up at the Terry Fox Memorial. I was there February 19th.
Who said they joined in Hope then?
That was Tyler.
Oh, sorry, man.
He was
Yeah, he's
actually
been here
there-
since day
he
one.
was there the night before, actually.
God, I'm ignorant. Sorry,
I
man.
slept at the Terry Fox Memorial.
That's legendary. Dan slept at the Canadian. Oh my God, the Canada legend himself.
He was there before James was, all right?
Yeah. I went and got groceries because I was told I needed 3 days of food. So I missed the hotel room when I went to go get some food.
So this is I think Castlegar was like day 14 or 15. Now it's like day 41, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, 41 today.
I'll be hitting
Today's 41.
I'll be hitting my 30th day soon enough.
Yeah. How are your feet feeling, Dan?
Absolutely amazing.
Feeling good?
They're like little clubs. I can just walk on the rocks. It doesn't hurt no more. It's like putting a piece of leather on the bottom of my foot. They're nice and thick.
How are James' feet today? Is they feeling better?
I'm not sure. I don't want to comment on that one.
Yeah. How are you, Logan?
I'm good. I got a little bit of a tickle in my left side. I'm gonna sleep it off, but I did a lot of running today, so I'm not surprised. But I'm a lot more surprised that I'm not as broken since I started. I mean, I've been running a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Climbing mountains.
and I still feel
You're literally running up mountains with shale and shit to get shots.
I feel like 95% good to go. So
So the march goes on, then he's running around. I've been doing it with him the last 2 days. It's been a blast. So when people say, "Oh, I love that James Topp is walking," those guys are walking, and we talked about it earlier, you're marching.
We're marching.
How offensive is that, though? When people are
not. To me, it's not. I'm a civilian.
Some people get offended by it. They're like, no, they're marching. They're marching. They're not walking. There's a good pace.
Yeah.
Some days there's a real good pace.
It's a 5 mile an hour walk, which is almost impossible if you want to stroll.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a difference. You got to take short, quick step,
Yeah.
which is actually a marching step, as opposed to my strolling, freaking rolling walk, where
Yeah.
nothing really affects me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can walk all day long at a slow pace, but when you throw in this 20 or 5 mile an hour freaking pace, it hurts.
Yeah. I'm feeling my knees, and I was only 2 days marching half the day. So what was I gonna ask again? So 5 miles an hour, which is average 40 kilometers a day, 8 hours a day. Is that or 10 hours?
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
And James is aiming for an average, right?
Yeah.
He's aiming to do 37 to 43 kilometers a day, somewhere in that range. So if he does, 32, or he's not feeling it, he'll make it up with the average at a later date. Or, like the last couple of days, I think we did 26 and then 34K. But a few days past that, James did at least one 44.5 click day.
Our first day was 56K.
Yeah.
56K. down
First
to
day, 16 hours.
the lower mainland.
Yeah.
Where did you get to?
We left from the Terry Fox Memorial and we went to some gym in Maple Ridge. I don't remember. We walked over a bridge and we walked over another bridge. And
Oh, you went over the bridges into Maple Ridge. So did you
Yeah.
take the way to Vancouver over the Port, man?
No.
Oh, you went the back way through.
We went through
Okay,
on the
excuse me, I gotta
1A.
walk.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thanks
man.
for the interview.
Yeah, see you around,
On
dude.
the 1A.
Okay, so you guys went the back way, Maple Ridge way then.
Yeah.
Yeah, then did you go Maple Ridge to Mission then? Because you guys went through Mission.
Okay, the next day we went from Maple Ridge to Abbotsford.
The Mission way?
Yeah.
You crossed the Mission Abbotsford Bridge over the Fraser?
Abbotsford Mission Bridge into Abbotsford. We left off on the Abbotsford Mission Highway just outside of Lep's grocery store there down in the Lower Mainland.
That's hilarious. I'm born in Mission, British Columbia, and lived there till I was a teenager, and we moved out east.
All right, on.
So yeah, I wish I could have got a drone shot of you guys marching across that bridge across the Fraser River. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you should take your camera in and go interview a bunch of other people now.
I'm going to. Thanks for your story, man.
Yeah, no
appreciate
worries.
what you guys are doing. Love it, man.
Yeah, some of us don't have a choice. We're just kind of drawn into this.
You said you felt a calling to
I felt a calling. Like there was stuff that tried to stop me, but everything that I needed just appeared, as if like it was something bigger than all of us is at work here. I'm not a religious person, so I really don't want to go into it. But there's something going on here that's beyond the eyes of the people that are experiencing it. I am wearing something that I've never worn before. I was given a cross.
Oh, that's cool.
Made out of Lucky Brand horseshoe nails from, I want to say the name's Dodd, but I don't think that's right. I've met so many people.
Oh man, every day you guys are meeting and greeting.
It was given to us in Grand Forks. He gave us each one.
Nice.
So.
Well, cool, Dan. Thanks for what you guys are doing.
Yeah, if you talk to Havat, he's been in Milk River from the very beginning. He was there day one.
What feller's that?
The guy with the top hat right here.
Oh, I'll get him in a bit when he's not talking. Okay. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. See you, Dan, later. It's a good story, eh? Get the music going, get on the beers soon.
There's a lot of good things.
Look how cool this little gig is, eh? I didn't realize they were already serving dinner. Welcome to the Countryside Barn. This is a place where I usually host wedding venues, apparently, but they're having us here for a little shindig. We're gonna get torqued tonight. Hopefully, I can keep you guys on the live until I get some beers in me and the party gets started. But we'll see. Can't live stream tonight. Hey. Sorry. Hello. Look at this beautiful place just north of Monarch, Alberta. Unreal, eh? Beautiful barn. It's got a bouncy castle. I'll take you over here. Oh, my legs are killing me. Really feel it in my knees, my calves. My quads are strong as fuck. My knees and my calves are just weak. So I got home, bouncy castle, look at that. Selena, the 10 of your last video was amazing. I left a comment. Thank you, Selena. I figured I'd go with a banger on that one and remake her memorable. That one took me a ridiculous amount of time to make. But I felt it was only necessary to wrap up, like, I don't know how many videos I made, like 70 videos, something like that on this whole trip in 2 months. Wrapping it up, I felt like it was only necessary to do it in a honorable fashion. So yeah, I got home. Tomorrow will be a week since I rolled in back home, went to the Calgary protest. I'll be going to another one tomorrow. James is speaking again tomorrow. I'm trying to get his interview done. I don't want to be in his way. I just want to let him march, do his thing. He's a very serious, noble person. And when he's ready and he has time, we'll do the interview. But for now, we're just kind of hanging around, just marching with him, getting to know him and the crew, you know, just participating and being in it. But yeah, so last week I got home. First thing I did was I went to the gym. Obviously, I'm excited to be back at the gym. And yeah, killed my legs during the week. And I come up to March, and you better believe I'm feeling it. Because it's been, I'm doing like 15K a day in Ottawa, marching around, doing live streams and stuff. Then I had a month of lazy, you know, a month of touring around in the motorhome and just making videos and drinking. So I'm feeling it. Getting back into it though. How's it going?
Taking James home earlier.
Are you guys going to Lethbridge tonight?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
are actually in town.
Ah, nice. Well, tell me.
It's our wonderful. They're cool kids. They're the cool kids.
We got the top motorhome with the Sun Clipper just lined up here together. Look at that girth. Look at these units.
The best part that, you know, I want children. Children are the ones that give us the most strength.
Look at that. I got some good photography of these two together. So this thing's gonna be a Canadian legend. So the fact I have pictures of the Sun Clipper with her and videos and stuff is very important to me. You know, legendary. James Topp, CanadaMarches.ca. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I gotta repeat that. I just had a hiccup. James Topp, CanadaMarches.ca. Marching with purpose. Canada, Canada, Canada. Go down here. Got another one on the enclosed trailer. We're almost matching girth, eh? You know, he's a little stubbier on the old goddamn there. Trailer makes up for her. Cool stories here of how they got these, how they obtained these. I'm not going to say it on here though, because that information was shared with me and I don't believe I ever got confirmation to say that information was public. So I will not be speaking on how they obtained this cool setup. But just know there's a really cool story behind it. And maybe someday you'll hear it from James or one of the fellers themselves. The Clipper does need more flags. So I left my flag at home. I was in a rush to get on the road. So I left the flag in the back of the pickup truck because I had a trailer on this thing. So it's a pickup truck right now. And I really regret it because obviously we want to be flying down the highway in style with the Sun Clipper, but we're not doing that. Unfortunately. You know what? So I don't know if you guys seen in my last vlog, but on my last vlog, I was showing how basically it was dying again as I was rolling the black diamond. And I know what it was. I knew what it was the whole time. It has a fuel leak on the pump. And it's introducing air into the system. But it really didn't come up until it got really warm, and which obviously I guess maybe the metal expands. It got really warm. And then, you seen a guy talking to himself on the phone before? It got really warm, expanded, leaked fuel, introduced air. And this is all while I was pulling a trailer. So it came up then, but decided to take a risk, go on the road, and she's been good so far, so. Honk! For those of you who don't know, this is Whitney.
This is me.
Whitney's my girlfriend.
Really?
And she just put up with me being gone for 2 whole
I
months.
celebrated you being gone for 2 months.
She celebrated me being gone for 2 months because I'm what?
I'm a mega introvert and I don't.
And I'm a psychopath with a lot of energy.
Yeah. No, you're ADHD.
Hey, come here. Come here. Bella wants to say hi. Hey,
I'm
sweetheart.
not sure Bella was as impressed.
She was happy to see me. We filmed a video of it. Yeah.
She did the
You get a
job.
reaction. Yeah. Look at this. Show you your tongue. She's got spotted tongue. Bella's a Chow Chow crossed with a Australian cattle dog. And what else? A little bit of Shepherd in there?
A little bit Shepherd, a little bit Collie, but mainly those two.
Whitney got her DNA test done last year. Whitney says, I'm sick of not knowing what our pupper is.
So many people ask, what is this majestical creature?
What is this cute little bugger?
She's got the fluff, but she's
also got the healer.
We're like these little old people now. We got this RV and we got our little dog in there that just wants out all the time. Let me out. You want out? Oh, yeah. Happy. Man, the Sun Clipper's got some girth. What do you think of the old Sun Clipper, Whit?
I love it.
You like
I
my,
love you have my favorite colors in the seats, so I
You
really
betcha.
appreciate that.
Purples, blues, yellows. It's totally 90s. 90s carpet,
I
and it's
love
in
the
really good shape.
comments. I don't love that it's an automatic.
Yeah, well,
It's very strange.
she's a diesel pusher. Yeah, everybody from the 90s is going to remember this fucking picture. And it's in here, along with all the mirror tile. Everything in here, mirrors galore. You betcha. You betcha. So, yeah, got done some beautiful photography today. Did some really cool stuff. Yeah, Dan the man.
You keep an eye on your dog. She doesn't ever call her.
Is it beer time? Come on, Belle.
I don't know.
Bella.
Belle's making friends. Oh, no, no friends.
Come here. She knows better.
She's like, that's one of them leashed pups. We don't get along too well.
Bella, take a seat. Take a
Yeah, I
seat.
guess she's probably beer time, mate.
You want a beer?
I'll have a beer. Please and thank you. The fridge is on, yeah, and the freezer. Put on my oil rig and shades. Oakley oil rigs. Yeah, so we just, like I said, we want to, thank you so much. We want to, Flames beers. Apparently I'm gay. So, yeah, James Topp. The whole idea was like, a lot of people are getting good interviews with him. Like today, Jeremy, I can't remember his name, Mick something. You guys probably know who he is. He's from, I don't remember his page. I just remember in the beginning, he was a really funny guy. And he says some really legendary shit. He's a vet. Who's the guy? Jeremy McKinnon or Jeremy? Someone say it right now, in the comment section. Say it. Jeremy who? Y'all know him. Anyways, he interviewed James Topp today in a live stream. It was great. It was good. But, yeah, it was the best one so far, and I can't top it, and I won't top it. I'll do my own thing, but I came down here to do a good one. But these are two vets talking, and the things they were saying to each other. Mackenzie. Jeremy Mackenzie. Shout out his channel name in here. But yeah, so that interview was like, you can tell James was lit in it. He was lit. Like, that's his vibe. So really happy that one of those happened. But I'm here, boots on the ground, to get to know him, take my time. I don't just want to, I hate the idea of having someone like just jump in here and like get in here, but let's do an interview. You know, like I don't know you, and I get it. I'm going to have to get used to that, but I also just like getting to know someone, spend time around them, and not just shove a camera in their face right away. So, you know, he's doing a lot of live streams, and we might not even get the opportunity or the time to do the sit-down one. I have a microphone, a good quality audio. I got 2 quality cameras. I have external lighting. We're gonna sit here. I run 2 cameras. Sorry, this many. I run 2 cameras, one facing him, one facing me, properly lit with this little light on behind him. Wide open aperture. Blur the background. Get some nice bokeh with the lights over here, and just really get a really high quality interview, like something you would see from like Fox News or something. That was my goal. Now it's hard to do that because James is marching all day and he gets in the motorhome. So I'm like, I'm not getting in his way. And if I have to, at the end of this, which will be probably tomorrow, my last chance, I'll do it on the fly, on the phone like I usually have. But I would prefer to do something really cool, but I'm not gonna let that get in the way from actually pulling off this interview and getting a story out there on my channel to my audience, because everybody needs to talk and share this message, and how we get through this is through conversation and unity. Flames. No homo now. Just book if you can. Mackenzie. Jeremy Mackenzie from some, I can't remember his channel, but yeah, I'll just try my best. I'll do, like I said, I'll do if I can't do the one to sit down. I haven't really asked though. He's talked about getting it in at some point. We've talked about it, but you know, I don't want to be in his way. I don't want to be on those people that's filming him in his face like, hey man, how the hell are you today, James Topp? I don't want to be that guy. I just want to be like hanging out, enjoying it, marching, being a part of it. Someone had mentioned, Christina, you and your husband had mentioned that there's a word for this. It's called gonzo journalism, like Hunter S. Thompson. Gonzo journalism. And now that I know that word, I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the idea of that. Going around and partaking in movements, being a part of the energy, and recording it from a real perspective. I think that's honestly, everybody should be doing this kind of journalism because it just makes sense. It's like, you know, instead of these quick little hits, these quick little money clicking hits, you know, it's too bad. It's too bad because like, it's like, I can't afford it, right? I can't fund it. I can't fund it right now. So, you know, the donations dropped right off after Ottawa. So everything right now is being funded out of pocket. The fuel bill and this thing. Bella, come here. She sees the other dog. Bella, come. Come here, Bella. Come on. Come on, let's go. So yeah, funding thing's an issue. I still gotta get my channel monetized, which means you're gonna have to so you're gonna see a decline in some of the high quality audio stuff.
He just wants to see.
Oh, see there, Pop?
You should have seen, like, you know that little white one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He thinks it's her old friend from when, you know, from 4 years ago she passed away.
Oh.
Why is she obsessing on that little white dog? And the dog she loved, like her friend, was
Oh.
just like that. So
Hi, sweetheart. What's your name?
she's Nora.
Nora. How old is
We
she?
put this leash on because there's hamburgers around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she's really cagey. Like exactly when those guys looked away, they looked back and she'd be off eating them.
Nora.
Nora.
How old is she?
She's 8 or 9 and she's overweight. That's why I brought her today. Is that, you know, I work and so she sits at home all day.
Oh, yeah.
Give her a walk, but I mean, a border collie she needs all day.
Oh man, the energy's unlimited.
You can see like she's actually a feeder sore right now. It's like from the walk on the gravel. And, I mean, yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Well, Calgary-ish. I live in. Where are you from? Like, do you know Alberta pretty good?
Yeah, Black Diamond.
Oh, Black Diamond. I live up near Three Hills.
Oh, yeah.
A little hamlet called Swallow.
Never heard of it, but been up Three Hills way.
It's between Three Hills and Acme area.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually just straight up from here.
I got a friend that lives in Carstairs there. Is it Carstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carstairs. Got a friend in Carstairs and then his friends in Airdrie and stuff. So once a year I make my way up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be a lot more when I lived in the northwest of Calgary, but now we're down south there, Foothills County, and it's everything's south from where we are and on is like
Oh, I know. There's
unreal.
a breaking point now. You know, like it's strange. Like you know where I live. I actually work. I commute about an hour and 10 minutes to Mahogany, which is South Calgary. And that's the line. Like if there's anything, you know what I mean? Like anything from there south. You know, I actually don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Even down here, this is pretty strange to me. Like my line is South Calgary.
Yeah, you guys were in just Monarchy earlier, right? Like you seen the mountain views from that church?
I didn't really have time to look.
Oh, man.
Sort of in a panic.
We came down, we turned off the main highway, and I guess this would be like an alternative highway around and then back to the highway. But we turned off coming down this big valley, and there's this bridge, and we got these drone shots of them marching across this bridge with the river and the big teepee up on the mountain, or on the big top of the valley. Oh, and then you come up, you do that big hill up into Monarch, and then we go into that parking lot, and it was just these huge Rocky Mountain views. And it's like,
I know. I
unreal.
know what you're describing. Are you a videographer or something?
yeah. I like
You
doing a lot
are?
of video stuff, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you not a tip, but something that would satisfy my videography if you would ever do it. Is that in Swalwell, as the train goes through the town and it sort of climbs out of like nothing. You know what I mean? Like this is typically fairly flat country.
But it just kind of dips or what?
Yeah, it dips, but it's just the perspective is all wonky from where you're standing.
And you see the train coming up?
And you can see the train going back down into the ground seemingly. It's bizarre. I take the dog walking there every time I hope for a train so I can see it because it's one of the most picturesque trains. And I always think, you know, if everybody was shooting a movie or whatever, like that is the place.
Just long straight train track with open fields?
Well, no, like as you're walking through town, like it goes out and then it dips down into the fields. But meanwhile, the whole thing is sort of at a tilt. It screws you up.
And this is heading east out of town or west?
The train tracks run north and south.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that one train line that runs. Okay.
It's a CN line.
Yeah, CN line. Yeah.
But I mean, it's some of the most picturesque stuff. I swear, it'd be worth your trip. If I'm wrong, I'll buy your gas.
Okay. Well, this is
Swalwell.
Swalwell, and if we were standing in town on the train tracks,
you'd want to look south.
South.
But I mean, once you're there, you're gonna want pictures from it coming from the north. Like it's just kind of a bizarre. Like we're kind of on a peak, and so as it comes in, it's just very. It screws your senses up. You're wondering what's really flat and where level is.
that sounds cool. I like how you acknowledge you mentioned how it's a videographer thing, and you're like, are you a videographer? And you said you'll want to check this out. So now I'm like, okay, you've seen something for sure. I want to come check this out.
Yeah.
I love trains, man.
Yeah,
I love trains.
You gotta love trains, and you gotta love like the sense of perspective. Like, where is it coming? Like, it's just, it messes with your mind. That particular town, like Swalwell, it's sort of. She's from there. This is. We have children together, but we're not
Hi.
together anymore. But
How are
we
ya?
lived in Swalwell. I was just telling about how the train. He's a videographer, right?
Oh yeah.
You know how the train comes out up from that farm and comes into town. How it sort of comes out of the yeah. It says it comes around the corner, out of the ground.
Johnny Cash is playing in the head as it comes around.
Oh, for sure.
My name's Tanner, by the way.
Hey, Tanner and Ruthie.
Nice to meet you, Ruthie.
Jason.
Jason, nice to meet you, Jason.
You guys got to come up to Freedom Camp out at Milk River. Free camping, free food.
Down
free
Milk
power.
River?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got a Freedom Camp.
Hey man, my name's Tanner.
Tanner, I'm Kivat.
Nice.
Is that Freedom Camp too?
What is it?
Kivat.
Hivat.
Yes.
A cool name.
Too.
I love the hat.
Yeah, come down
Yeah.
to Freedom Camp.
Yeah, you guys were all very much involved in the whole thing, right?
Road blockade, yeah.
down there, I'll catch your ride with you.
Yeah. When is it?
Oh
Like
my
every
God,
day?
Every day, 24/7.
You guys are all living
365.
in a like a RV kind of situation with a bunch of RVs and campers? Or?
Tents,
I'm living on
RVs,
my Honda Ridgeline.
trucks.
Honda Ridgeline, nice. That's sweet.
Cars, trucks.
And this is in Milk River.
Yeah, well, just outside Milk River. You can't miss us. We're on the west side of the southbound lanes.
And this is a farmer's field or
It's
something?
a crown land.
I've heard about this. I didn't
Gotta
know.
come, tell everybody.
How
Come
many
people
down.
do you think's done that?
Right now, not
Yeah.
that many. We're down to the dwindle right now. So we're trying to build it back up. But we got sponsorship for, like we got, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you what's going on down there. So every weekend we have a slow roll, and like we're the remnants, the last standers from
The ones who just want to
from
keep in it.
Coots. Well,
Yeah.
what happened was we got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of donations of food and gear and a reefer truck, cook tents, grills.
Yeah, there was a
We're here-
reefer
we're
trailer
here
full of
cooking-
everything, wasn't there?
Yeah, we're here cooking the food for this, like cooking the burgers and the hot dogs. It's all donated still. Like
Oh,
we've had
wow.
everything. We stayed there in the -30, and we've been hosting all the convoys that come through, and we gave away half our food to
That's
the
my
Great Canadian
eyesight.
Cruise when they came through, like in the middle of March. And
Which reminds me, I gotta go eat soon.
yeah,
The lineup was huge.
yeah, and I
was.
bet you it's gonna be thin pickings
It
between.
was nice to meet you.
Nice.
Come
Names
down,
again?
Ruthie.
Ruthie
Jason.
and Jason.
And you guys are Tanner and
Whitney.
Whitney.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spoke for her.
Come down, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to check
Yeah,
it out.
definitely.
And yeah, do you mind if I were to do a little video there and interview
Not at
people?
all. Come on down.
Okay.
We had the New York Times day before yesterday.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So they must think something's going to happen because if the New York Times has a kerfuffle to send out a reporter to a fucking field,
The milk, south of Milk River.
You gotta know, like, New York Times, that's
or just
the
north of
established-
Milk River on the southbound lane.
Okay.
Swalwell.
Swalwell.
Swalwell. Just
Swalwell.
remember between Acme and Three Hills, if you blow up your maps, it'll pop out.
I'm coming to get that this summer on like a sunset kind of night, eh?
Oh, you should see it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful
I mean,
up there in the
I
summer.
made a music video around that train track, so you can see it at the
Like a guitar playing kind of thing, or?
Yeah, well, sort of, with the band.
Oh, sweet. You
Yeah.
play in a band?
At one time I did.
She's the folk singer for that place. Like,
You've been doing the folk singing.
Well,
Sweet.
since when did folk singers not join the protest movement?
No kidding.
That's kind of the original.
You're the only one?
I'm the only one that I know of here in Alberta. There's a couple of country singers that are kind of on side, but nobody else been documenting and camped out with the whole thing.
Yeah, we should definitely come down.
So,
The folk people need to stand up.
well, what the fuck?
What the folk?
What the fuck?
Okay, nice meeting you guys. See you in there.
Yeah.
Go calm that. Oh, Bella. Yeah, Bella. I didn't even know Bella was in frame here. Little boopers. Yeah, she's a real sweetheart. We're gonna go eat soon. Oh, my legs, dude. I gotta get that drone up one last time.
What are you
Get
looking
that-
for?
Get the barn. I'm gonna wait till sunset. Oh, Das Boot.
Oh, gross.
Oh, Das Boot has mold in it. Ooh, I should have done those dishes.
Yeah, you left it there for like 3 weeks.
Oh, because Keith poured me a Caesar in it, Dave.
Oh, gross.
That's disgusting. What am I gonna chug beer out? Should I black out tonight?
No! That's what I was thinking when I bought the beer. I'm like, please don't do that.
Don't do that thing.
Don't do the thing.
Oh, I just picked up the cashews and they all dumped out.
Just leave them. Let's go eat.
No.
Nobody's gonna. Don't worry about the cashews.
Unclipper, no.
Stop.
I got this. I need something to scald beers on.
Use a mug.
No. I got one of these.
Look at this.
Oh, square body. No way. Come on. Look at this guy.
Don't leave.
Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Freedom. All right, give him the horn when he goes by.
Is he gonna fit?
Oh, man. That thing is greasy. This Christian right here, James Topp's right-hand man. Both military fellers. Nice feller.
Memory stick?
Do you have a memory stick?
I have something.
Hold on.
Can you download them on your
Say hi to everyone, Christian.
Hey buddy.
Where are you from?
Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, marching since the Terry Fox Memorial, eh?
Yeah.
betcha.
Yeah. We've got 200 people on that. Nice.
Yeah, we're hanging
Like
out.
A hangout, eh?
Yeah, so let's I have the SD card right here. In the drone.
Is it like a micro SD?
Yep. I have an adapter. Oh, I don't have my adapter.
I have an adapter.
Do you?
Yeah. I have a meeting in 3 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come and grab this.
Yeah, and then transfer it.
Yeah.
And make sure not to delete it after.
Yeah.
This is the holy grail of drone shots right now.
Yeah.
I got that bridge shot earlier, dude. I got the shadows of your guys' boots on the ground, like.
That's the best.
Brother.
So, yeah, put it back in. I'm gonna give you a call as soon as that meeting is over.
Okay.
I'll be able to transfer it.
I'll be here. I'll be in grabbing some food. Is the lineup died down yet?
Not yet, because that's
Okay.
why I'm grabbing a cookie before I get to that meeting.
Enjoy your interview. Christian. Don't know his last name. All right. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Hopefully you're getting value out of this content. And if you are, I highly suggest subscribing to my channel if you aren't already, leaving a like to keep the algorithm in our favor. And I would also highly suggest you put the notification bell on to all notifications, so every time I go live...
You say black screen.
Oh God, what now? Why does it I'm gonna fucking... Christina, tell me, Christina, where are we at? Are we free? Okay.
Yeah. Is it data?
Are you on there?
I am on there.
It shouldn't be data.
Have you checked?
I haven't checked my data. Can you guys see? Yeah, Christina's fast to the draw, eh? This is Christina. This is Christina checking the screen. Oh, I've been doing that to everybody all day.
Really?
All good now, yeah. What's my data at? That's another thing, guys. I'm going to talk about something honestly here. Like, this not being monetized thing sucks. And it's my own fault. I'm not playing victim. $300 in fuel probably. Maybe I'm being $200 in fuel probably on this trip. Maybe a bit more. It's not a bad fuel week. Data's top up for today's live stream tomorrow. That's going to be about $40. Plus the data I'm using today, probably about $60 in data I'll use. Maybe not. Maybe it's like $30.
Can
Probably
I tell them how much you spent in the last 2 months on data? Your
Yeah.
total phone bill in the last 2 months was $1,000.
So $1,000 on my phone bill the last 2 months. Whitney does all of our finances.
But it's like, so that's like $600 in extra data.
Yeah, right on. So $600 there, $6,000 in hotels. You name it. The fuel,
Why are you hogging those?
the rental car.
I feel like that.
Rental car. Yeah, so it's expensive as hell. And not even just the cost. Not even just the cost of what I'm doing, like it's the fact, and it's not like the fuel right now. And the what was that one? This is the fuel, the data. Fuel and data. So fuel and data is yeah, she doesn't have that bad of a fuel leak. It's probably not even notable, to be honest. Like, it will leak out, and I'll probably lose a liter every half hour, so God call me a environment fearing some bitch. But yeah.
They want your e-transfer info and stuff.
So my cost. Hold on a second, man. Plus I don't like asking. I'm fucking hate asking for e-transfers too. My videos.
You don't like asking for help, period.
I'm soliciting.
You're a strong,
for my
independent
viewers.
woman.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I do as I see. But, so these costs, but they're there. But the main plunge to the butt, so to speak, in my excellent French, is the fact we're not working, you know, like Whitney's with me right now, we're not working. We could be working on the road, I guess. We have Starlink now. We're lazy. But
You're working right now.
well, I'm working in this sense, and it feels like work. It feels like that's why it's been so much fun. I've been able to do it. Totally, like Whitney's been running the business while I've been gone. While I've been home for a week trying to recover and do things. Is the screen black on there? But yeah, I've been trying to do things for the last week, and no money coming in, not working, doing all this stuff. But yeah, so I got to get monetized, because right now if I was monetized, I'd probably be making at least a couple grand a month, which would help fund, you know, pay for my mortgage and stuff. Our mortgage. I'm such a piece of shit. I just kind of excluded you out of my life for the last 2 months. Whitney's been working and doing stuff. Why was there water in that cup?
Oh, I was drinking.
No, I just poured your...
Oh no.
Is that water?
Yeah, it's water.
I was gonna say, if that's what you're drinking, that don't taste like alcohol.
No, this I drink out of a can like a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
How do I see?
But yeah, so ideally what I would do, if it worked, I'd make a living off YouTube. That'd be the dream. And I'd drive around in this fucking motorhome, and I would gonzo journalism the fuck out of everything in this country. Ideally. And it will come to that. I promise you, there will be a time when Tanner O'Crane and Tireroasters Garage is making a really decent income on YouTube to be able to afford to do crazy shit. And I'm not talking just like, you know, make a couple grand, go live like a bum somewhere. Like, I want to make good money so I can be like, hey, I'm doing this thing here. Here's a car exploding, you know, and we're going to pay this guy X amount of dollars to, you know, put alligator teeth on his nipples or something. Like, I want to be on those crazy YouTubers, right? So hopefully I can grow this bitch into that. Market off my crazy personality, maybe. I don't know. All I know is that I want to make a living at this, and it's a time-consuming thing. Especially the way I do it. I'm pretentious as fuck in some ways. Like, I got to get the shot. I got to do the B-roll intros, and those kill me. Like, but it's like these other YouTubers who just spend like a half an hour a day making a video. They're killing it more than I am. You know, because they focus their time on other things, like actually growing their channel. You know, they make their videos, and then they focus on other things and whatever, and they don't have this huge commitment. Me, every time I post a vlog, you're talking a minimum of 8 hours committed to filming, and a minimum of 10 hours committed to editing. And then everything else that comes with posting, making a thumbnail. A thumbnail sometimes can take me 20 minutes. You know, not huge, but it contributes as part of the equation. You got a burger?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get them? Inside or at the back here?
Just go through the back door, skip in line, and grab a burger.
That's a good idea. I love that. I love that idea. How are they?
What are you doing up here?
Live streaming.
Hey, everybody.
Hold on. Dan the man. Dan got a burger.
Burger and beer.
Burger and beer, eh?
Yep.
I just got on the Budweiser.
It's a breakfast of champions, you know.
You want to see me call this thing? It's a whole beer right here. Budweiser? Watch this. Might have a
Why
heart.
would you do that?
Because I want to black out with you tonight.
No. Never drink till you black out. Drink 2 or 3 beers, get a buzz going, and then maintain that buzz all night long.
That's the best idea, and maybe you can teach me that tonight. I used to be able to do that.
Please teach him that.
Please teach me that. Watch this. This is aggressive,
The
I
easiest
swear.
way to know that is to realize that being drunk is stupid, and there's no
Well,
point.
no, there's no point. And then
There's
you feel
literally no
like-
point.
You feel like shit, and then you do shit that's potentially embarrassing.
I drank and I drank and I blacked out. And I'd black out for 3 or 4 days at a time.
Oh, wow.
Holy fuck.
So I'd wake up and I'd be in I don't know where. I got kicked off the bus in Boston Bar one time.
Yeah, Boston
with
Bar.
a 60-pounder of Crown Royal, a 60-pounder of Jose, and a 60-pounder of, what the fuck was that other shit? Rum, white rum.
Oh, no.
And I woke up 4 days later at 8 o'clock in the morning in spasm when the bartender came in to open the bar.
You were in the bar?
In the bar.
That's legendary, man. But it's so true. You speak from experience. And I'm just getting to that experience. Where
No, you don't want it.
No, you don't want to black out drunk. Like, even like, that's insane. I used to go on like 3-day benders. 4 days is legend status. But
Stayed awake for 43 days in a row.
yeah, well, there's really 43 days in a row.
Yep.
That's fucking.
Worked 5 days a week. High as a fucking kite.
Partied for fucking 43 days. You know what?
But I'm eating here.
buddy, I would get like drunk. I get drunk. Like, I have like 8 beer, and I'm like having the fun, like sculling them and shotgunning them and danger canning them, and everyone's like, yeah, man. And I'm like having so much fun. I'm in the moment, and I always realize the next day, I never take action on it, but I realize I'm like, dude, 3 beers and then maintaining would have been great, and had like a healthy night. Instead, you use blackout, you get to a point where it's not even enjoyable. You don't even comprehend what's going on. Makes no sense. No sense.
That's what I found. I just decided that I don't need to fucking do that anymore because it's pointless. It makes me feel like shit. Like being depressed all the time, drinking doesn't help. So that's the one thing is, I'm fucking freezing. I need to flee for this stupid rig.
Is it not unlocked?
What's that?
It's not unlocked?
Well, the rig may be unlocked, but my jacket and shit are in the trailer.
Uh-huh.
I had it hung up there on the door, and
Well, if you want, you can come warm up in here.
I didn't realize they were locking the... No, I gotta go talk to people and socialize, man. I got a job to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people in there to
I'm
talk
gonna go
to.
figure out where James is and fucking...
I'll come for a stroll with you.
Actually, I'm gonna steal a smoke off this guy because he's the only person I've found that smokes yet.
Can you steal 2 off him? Ask him if he's really generous. Ask for 4 then. Might as well.
Stop.
Oh, just a dart leech, eh?
Is it chilly out there?
I'm a dart leech.
You're a dart leech. Is it chilly?
Yeah, it's starting to get cold. Oh, there it is. I'm going in with a high vis. Who's this fucking guy think he is? Think he's a trucker? Kevin Ronald Ayersman. Who liked that last video or the second from last where I put Kevin Ronald Ayersman asked for 8. I put Kevin Ronald Ayersman's face on fucking every license plate cover up, eh? And knowing him, he'd probably think it was actually to attack him. Tanner's trying to throw me under the bus so the police capture him for doing burnouts, or capture me for doing burnouts. Like, no, it's just a plate covering, Kevin. Calm down. Pay me back. Oh, can you pass me a beer while you're in there? I'm getting chilly. I'm gonna put my toque on. Keep nice and warm here. Right on. Look at all the Canadian freedom flag. Have you heard from Dave? I know a few Daves, but I'm gonna guess you mean Dickard with Dave. We're dying.
You want a battery pack?
I got a battery pack in my pocket. Oh, I have not retrieved my backpack from there yet. Someone probably stole it by now. Who would steal it, Tanner? Who? I don't know. Crackhead? Is there crackheads here?
I saw a kraken.
You saw a crackhead? Mm-hmm. Oh, in Fort McLeod.
No, here.
Here?
A sketchy looking character.
Me?
No.
There's not a crackhead here. Stop.
I'm kidding.
If you're watching, Andrew and Jamie, I know I don't like throwing around the whole crackhead insult as much as I like to do at some of these raves, but Whitney's actually over the fucking line here.
I'm very accusatory.
If anyone knows Derek Young from Pilot Mound, if you're not watching this, Derek, let Derek know I'm in a live stream, because people call me I'm in a live stream, and then they'll call me back 6 times. Derek doesn't do that, though, so I don't think anyone actually has to tell Derek, but some people will fucking call me like 10 times, and I'm like, you piece of shit, why are you doing this? You know. When I don't answer, it means I can't answer. So why the fuck would you call me 6 more times? Has he seen your work? Get someone working for him to view it so they can... Who, James? I don't know if he has or not. Christian has. Christian checked it out. That's how we set this up. Actually, I got a hold of... shout out to Jake Spinney. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing your last name right, Jake. Jake from... Nova Scotia, is it? Sorry, Jake. Yeah, Jake shouted me out. Got me in touch with Christian. Christian reached out to me. And then... I showed Christian my channel, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and then he invited me out. So, more importantly, marching. Coming in for food? Who betcha? Look at the girth of the Sun Clipper, eh? Look at that. 1991 never looked so good. I feel like I need my my denim tonight.
We'll get out of your way.
Oh, it's all good. We're just live streaming, hanging out. Where are you guys from?
Oh, we only live half an hour from here.
Oh, nice. Beautiful countryside.
Pardon?
Beautiful countryside. Yeah. Mountains here and there.
Okay.
A little bit of a drive, but we
Yeah, you
came.
had a little hike before we did.
Wonder if Dad ever found me a dart. That'd be nice. Have a cigarette right now? I quit, but not tonight. Take you in here. Sorry, showing you my chest here or there. It's kind of perverted. I find it as much fun live streaming as I did in Ottawa. The amount of people. This party must be kicking up by now. Wow. She's pumping, eh? She's pumping. I just realized right quickly that live streaming and making food is going to be impossible. So, I think, hold on, I realized that live streaming and making food is going to be really hard. So,
You want me to hold the camera while you hold
I don't know, I kind of just want to go eat and meet some people and hang out.
I mean, you don't want to be connected to the internet?
Hey, it's my job that I'm not getting paid for.
You were doing that way before it was your job, buddy.
You know, when people make fun of people for having jobs that make minimum wage, it's really rude to do that, by the way. It's really fucked. Oh, you fucking peasant makes this. You know, people that are like that. Well, take your hate off them, put it on me. Because I'm doing a job, pretty good job, and I make fucking nothing at it, so. I make love and connections. I'm just living on vibes, dude.
What's the secret password?
Go fuck yourself, open it. Please? You're beautiful, honk. I got a dog in here. You want to see my goddamn dog? Okay. Hi, baby. Oh, that baby. Okay, this thing here, innocence in the form of a four-legged creature. You will not get cuter. You will not get more innocent. You will not get more thick than this little pup. I'll show you how thick she is. Look at this neck. Look how thick this neck is. Look at this. Oh, he's so thick. So thick, yeah. And you don't need me in here. She loves her new couch. She's taking a while to get used to it. But yeah, I'm going to go and I'm gonna go party. And if you do want to send me an e-transfer, my email is PARISIENE_77@hotmail.com. That's where you can send your e-transfer donation if you feel to donate. No pressure. No pressure. Yeah. Yeah, people who have jobs, yeah, William, I see a lot of people who were never affected by this thing. They're like, I don't see the problem. It's like, well, you're rich. So I know a lot of people who are like pretty financially well off. They're like, what's the problem with all these peasants? They don't say that, but they're like, well, you know, what are they fighting for? Their freedoms? What's this all about? It's like, you weren't really affected by it like these people were. So I don't expect your ignorant ass to understand. But anyways, yeah, email. PARISIENNE_77@hotmail.com. PARIS e-transfer auto deposit. Thanks. I'm soliciting. I don't like doing it. But yeah, okay. I will see you guys in the next live stream, which will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. James Topp is speaking in Calgary at the protest. I may be speaking tomorrow in Calgary protest. I'm scheduled in to do so. I have not had the time to write a speech and practice it. I don't want to read off a script. I want to know it. I have one planned out. Kind of partially the same one as my last video, but where I'm at right now, I've got a lot of work to do in this other shit, so speaking in Calgary is not my highest priority, but I've been asked to speak, so I will try to speak. And also on Sunday, I may be speaking in Okotoks at the Freedom Rally. But for now, I want to thank y'all for coming out. I want you to make sure you guys put that notification bell on so you get notified every time I go live, so you're not one of those people that's just like, oh, I missed your live again, really sucks. Well, you wouldn't. You won't miss my lives if you put on the notification bell to all notifications for my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Smash the like button to get the algorithm working in our favor. And thank you for coming out and participating in this live stream tonight and hearing James Topp at the beginning. If you jumped in later, you didn't hear it, rewind to the beginning, you'll hear James Topp talk. Perfect. Okay, thanks guys. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for coming out. Good to see you all again. Happy to be back fighting for freedom. That the road trip's over now and all that. So we'll see you guys in the next one.